The mayor of St. Louis is going after FEMA for not showing up to help after they were hit with a pretty devastating tornado. Cara Spencer was recently on MSNBC and said that the EF3 tornado, which has killed at least 7 people and caused $1 billion worth of damage, has stretched, yes, their aid workers to the limit in the state, and that they really do need federal help.
Cities across the nation, when experiencing disasters such as this is what the federal government is for. We need your help. We need the help of the broader community. We have set up a fund to help bring in some funding right off the bat, just to bridge that gap. But we need federal assistance. There is
FEMA
no way.
there? Is FEMA on the ground yet?
FEMA has not been on the ground. We do not have confirmed assistance from FEMA at this point.
No confirmed assistance from FEMA at this point. Yikes. She added, what we need right now is federal assistance. This is where FEMA and the federal government has to come in and help communities. Our city cannot shoulder this alone. The state of Missouri cannot shoulder this alone. Now, of course, she's not the only one that has said that, hey, Missouri really needs some help from FEMA right now. In fact, you have Senator Josh Hawley, who was out there begging Kristi Noem for aid.
Will you help expedite those, Secretary Noem, and get those in front of the president, get those approved? We are desperate for the assistance in Missouri.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank
Make
you.
sure the application gets to the White House as soon as possible.
Fantastic. Thank you. And can I also have your commitment that if and when the president approves a major disaster declaration for this storm that just happened on Friday in St. Louis, will you expedite as much as possible FEMA individual assistance for those who qualify for it in the St. Louis area?
Yes.
And I want to tell you just how important that is, because as I toured these streets and walked and talked with the residents, what I heard over and over is many of these folks don't have insurance.
Yeah.
You know, many of these folks, they either got their homes from a family member, or they bought them from a family member, so they don't have a mortgage on the property, and therefore they don't have homeowners insurance. So, as you know, having been a governor, in many instances, FEMA assistance is going to be the only assistance.
FEMA assistance is going to be the only assistance for a lot of these people, and it looks like they're not going to get anything then, because that's it. Look, it's important to note that Josh Hawley voted against funding FEMA back in October, you know, when Trump was not president, when it was Joe Biden. So there's that, okay? Now, speaking of Trump, no help is coming, okay? Trump said you're on your own, okay? That was back in January while touring the LA wildfires, okay? The area that was devastated by those wildfires. He said this, quote, I say you don't need FEMA. You need a good state government. FEMA is a very expensive, in my opinion, mostly failed situation. Okay. So, yeah, FEMA. Now, that agency, by the way, has been gutted by Doge, okay? And FEMA's interim leader has already admitted that they're not prepared for hurricane season. Yes, that's right. They're not prepared for hurricane season, which begins in just a matter of days. So once one of those hits, what's already small humanitarian disasters across the country is going to turn into much bigger ones. Okay, things are about to get worse. And here's the thing. Well, Missouri, right? Well, they're a red state, right? Well, of course Trump's going to help them, right? If they wouldn't help Arkansas, okay, because Sarah Huckabee Sanders is sitting there begging for help now. If they wouldn't help Arkansas, why do you think they would help Missouri? Okay, there were storms from March where Sarah Huckabee Sanders is like, we need help. We need FEMA. Okay, come down. We really, really need help. She has sent multiple requests to the Trump administration, and they were shut down every single time. What makes Hawley think, or anyone else think, that he's going to turn around and help Missouri? No, he's not helping anybody. Okay, and that's the problem. Look, I feel for the people that have been impacted by this. I really do. Because I wish there were help, okay, that there was help for them. But you got to point out that some of the people who did, who are affected by this, did vote for it, voted for Trump, bought the lies that FEMA is not going to help you. FEMA didn't help you under Biden, even though they did. And they voted for the guy who actually ended up not helping you. And again, that's the sad part about this, right? There is no doubt that Harris would have actually authorized FEMA assistance for Arkansas or for Missouri and anywhere else that needs it. Okay. And not because she's like, oh, this is an amazing person. I love Kamala Harris so much. No. It's because that's her job. Okay. And that's what that is. Being president means you do these things. You help out other states. You direct federal resources to places that need them. But Trump doesn't want to do it. He won't lift a finger to help anyone, not even his own voters. Okay. And so what's going on here is pretty simple. All right. I'm going to spell it out real simple here. In that it was the F around of times, and it's about to be the find out of times. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.